Everybody loves technology. And why wouldn't you? It's brought us Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, all of your favorite platforms. Technology has been developing and improving at exponentially high rates over the last few years. And just when we thought it couldn't get any better, any faster, we're presented with the innovation of 5G. This fifth generation is believed to be a faster network by which people can work and communicate. Mobile network companies have already begun advertising it, and technology companies like Samsung have begun building 5G into their devices. But should we rush to buy the new Samsung S20? Amid all the excitement that has come with the development of 5G, there have been numerous health concerns raised by scientists and researchers. Some even hold a conspiracy that 5G is the cause of COVID-19. There have been many studies conducted that suggest adverse effects of the 5G network. While 5G may have its benefits, this mobile network is introducing hazardous levels of radiation that threaten the health of its consumers, and these risks have been dangerously underestimated. First, let's look at what 5G actually is. If you look on the top right-hand corner of the screen of your phone, you might notice two characters. On most phones, it'll say 4G. But if you've purchased any of the newer phones that have 5G built into it, you might notice the characters 5G on the top of your phone. These are representations of your cellular network connection. The first generation of wireless network connection came out in the late 1970s. Since then, our network connection has been improving with every generation, from 2G to 3G to 4G and finally 5G. It promises its consumers better and faster internet connection. We're expected to see faster download speeds, efficient transfer of data, and limited lag and buffering. It's even said that you'll be able to download movies within 7 seconds. This new 5G network proves to be very useful in the innovation of our future. Hospitals have already started to use 5G to help with telemedicine, which is a method by which patients are remotely monitored. 5G has 3 spectrum levels: low band, mid band, and high band. Its radio frequency ranges between 0.6 GHz and 24 GHz. Although it has been able to reach frequencies much higher. Although 5G promises to be very fast, its range is limited, and its connection is interrupted very easily by common things like people, buildings, rain, trees. Because the range of 5G cellular network does not go very far and it can be easily interrupted, 5G towers will have to be installed closely to each other. And this would mean that residents would be exposed to high concentrations of electromagnetic radiation. The International Commission on Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection holds guidelines as to the levels of radiation that are considered harmful to the public. While these guidelines have been used for years, recently they've proved to be unreliable standards. Recent research has shown that exposure to radio frequencies as high as those that would be emitted from 5G networking poses health risks to the public. The ICNIRP guidelines have acknowledged that there have been minor side effects identified in animals, but they claim that this does not apply at all to humans. Research on animals has shown that exposure to radio frequency electromagnetic fields, or RF EMF, has biological effects. Can radio frequencies affect the skin? Research shows that the skin is able to act as an antenna, absorbing radiation into the skin and potentially into the body. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, the National Toxicology Program, and the World Health Organization have identified radio frequency radiation as a possible carcinogen. The ICNIRP has a standard by which it determines the safety of exposure to electromagnetic radiation. Once radiation frequencies pass that level, it's considered dangerous. But recent studies have proven that their standard of safety needs to change. Adverse effects of electromagnetic radiation have been observed, way below the standard that the ICNIRP has set, but it is being ignored because the requirement has not been met. In addition, these guidelines only acknowledge the thermal effects of radiofrequency radiation. But what they fail to realize is that non-thermal effects exist as well. Although not much research or studies have been conducted on the health effects associated with the 5G network, there are a few that suggest that 5G poses no threat to the human race. The problem is that some of these experiments may very well be flawed. During most experiments, the subjects are only being exposed to one type of radiation, which is the radiation being tested. But in real life, humans are actually exposed to multiple radio frequencies and other toxic stimuli that could influence the effects of 5G radiation on the human body. Considering that this new wireless network will be discharged worldwide, it should be further investigated. If there are health risks associated with 5G, it will impact the world.